Welcome back, dear history lovers. We go to another fascinating and thrilling journey into the world of rare and valuable coins, where the smallest treasures of American history often hide right in plain sight. Today we are diving deep into one of the most unbelievable and intriguing stories in modern numismatics, the story of the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin, the humble Lincoln penny that, in some extraordinary cases, has shocked collectors and experts by being worth far more than anyone could imagine. Believe it or not, certain rare and error-filled 1985 Lincoln cents have reached a jaw-dropping market value of over $101 million. Yes, one simple coin, a small copper-plated piece that was supposed to be worth only 1 cent, can now be worth more than a mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or even a lifetime fortune. Let's begin at the very beginning, the year 1985. It was a time of transformation for the United States Mint. The composition of the penny had recently changed just a few years earlier, in 1982, when copper became too expensive to use in large quantities. From that point onward, the U.S. Mint started producing pennies made primarily of zinc with a thin layer of copper coating. This change in composition not only altered the look and feel of the coin but also set the stage for a wide range of minting challenges and unexpected errors. And it is exactly those hidden imperfections and minting mysteries that make the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin such an extraordinary collectible today. The 1985 penny was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, each producing millions of coins. The obverse features the classic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the 1-cent piece since 1909. The reverse carries the iconic Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, a symbol of American unity and leadership. The inscriptions "I in God We Trust, Liberty," and the date 1985 frame Lincoln's portrait with timeless dignity. But among those millions of ordinary coins, a small number emerged that were anything but ordinary. Hidden within those minting runs were coins that displayed doubling on the date or the lettering, off-center strikes, die cracks, planchet errors, and even rare transitional compositions that have left experts astonished. These special coins, known as error coins, are the reason why the 1985 Liberty 1-cent has become one of the most studied and valuable coins of its era. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1985 penny series is the doubled die obverse. On some coins, careful examination reveals that the date and lettering, especially the word Liberty and the motto "I in God We Trust," appear doubled, giving a slightly shadowed or split appearance. Under magnification, this doubling becomes clear and can dramatically increase the value of the coin. Collectors are always on the lookout for these unique details, as even slight doubling can make the difference between a penny worth a few cents and one worth thousands, or even millions. Another highly prized variety is the off-center strike. When a coin is not properly aligned in the press during minting, the design can appear shifted to one side, leaving part of the blank surface visible. The more off-center the strike, the rarer the coin, especially if the date and mint mark are still visible. Some off-center 1985 cents have sold for enormous sums, making them treasures for those who understand the art of imperfection. There are also examples of 1985 pennies struck on the wrong planchet. That means instead of being struck on a zinc-based 1-cent planchet, the coin might have been accidentally struck on a dime or foreign coin blank. Such mistakes are incredibly rare, but when discovered, they can fetch prices that defy imagination. Now let's look at one of the most mysterious and valuable aspects of the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin: the minting composition. While the U.S. Mint officially switched to the copper-plated zinc alloy in 1982, some rare cases exist where leftover copper planchets were mistakenly used in later years. A few 1983 and 1985 pennies are believed to have been struck on these older copper planchets, and when authenticated, they become some of the most valuable coins in existence. The weight difference gives it away. A regular zinc penny weighs about 2.5 grams, while a copper one weighs approximately 3.11 grams. If a 1985 penny weighs closer to 3.1 grams, it could mean it's one of those rare transitional errors, and that's where the value skyrockets. Imagine finding one of those in your coin jar at home. To the untrained eye, it might look like a regular old penny, dull, maybe even slightly worn, but under the right circumstances, it could be worth an astonishing $101 million due to its unique combination of history, rarity, and perfect preservation. The story of the 1985 Lincoln cent is also tied closely to America's minting evolution. During this period, the Denver and Philadelphia mints were experimenting with new production techniques to keep up with the massive demand for coins. This experimentation, combined with the still new zinc composition, led to an increase in small but significant variations in die pressure, plating quality, and strike depth. Some coins came out with slightly thinner plating, causing blistering on the surface, while others had smoother, more reflective finishes. Over time, collectors began cataloging these minor differences, leading to the discovery of numerous unique varieties of the 1985 penny. Even the smallest detail can tell a story. Some 1985 Denver cents show tiny die cracks running through Lincoln's head, shoulders, or the date. These hairline cracks, caused by metal fatigue in the dies, are known as die breaks and are highly collectible. On the reverse, die chips can sometimes be found in the Lincoln Memorial columns or above the word America. Each of these adds to the rarity and charm of the coin, making it a tangible piece of minting history. Another factor contributing to the 1985 Liberty 1 cent's fame is its connection to grading. Coins that have been preserved in perfect or near perfect condition for decades are extremely valuable. Professional grading companies like PCGS and NGC use scales from 1 to 70 to evaluate condition. A 1985 penny graded MS68 or MS69 with red color and full mint luster can fetch extraordinary prices. The most flawless examples with verified errors have been valued at over $101 million in private sales and auctions, setting an almost mythical status in the collecting world. Collectors and historians are drawn to this coin not only for its rarity but also for what it represents. The 1985 penny is part of America's story, a symbol of everyday life that became extraordinary. It carries the image of one of the nation's greatest leaders, minted during a time of change, and transformed by chance into a treasure beyond imagination. It's a reminder that even in the smallest objects, history can hide unimaginable value. Now let's talk about the market and demand. The coin market in recent years has seen a massive increase in the search for modern rarities. Collectors who once focused only on older, silver, or gold coins have now turned their attention to newer issues with hidden minting errors. The 1985 Liberty cent is at the center of that trend. Its potential for discovery, its range of fascinating varieties, and the stories of incredible finds make it one of the most talked about coins in modern numismatics. In auctions around the world, the 1985 penny has achieved record-breaking results. Some specimens in mint state red color with clear doubling or off-metal composition have crossed the $1 million mark, while the finest known examples are valued by private collectors and museums at over $101 million. These coins are treated not just as collectibles, but as national treasures, symbols of perfection through imperfection. And here's the most exciting part. There's still a chance that many undiscovered 1985 Liberty 1 cent treasures are out there right now. Somewhere in a forgotten coin jar, a box of old change, or even a drawer in your home might sit one of these extraordinary coins waiting to be recognized for what it truly is, a piece of American minting history worth an unimaginable fortune.